Batman, da 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 da, Batman. Hey, my name is Nisha and welcome to my channel, Picks by Nisha. I went to a sale and got some great jewelry, so let's go take a look. All right, so we have our bag. Let's take a look. All right, start out with a cute brooch. Get it out of the bag. Okay, very cute. I like the heart pattern motif here, and it looks like it might be vintage. Let's take a look on the back. You know, I'm not sure if it is vintage, but it's very pretty. It has these cute little lockets on here with the charms hanging off the brooch. All right, great. Okay, yeah, this was really pretty. It's a chain style bracelet, but it's a clamper, so I'll show you that to you. Okay, so it looks like a chain bracelet, but it's actually, I call it a clamper, where you insert your arm and then it closes automatically. It's a nice design. I like the different types of segments that it has in here. It's unbranded. Okay, I would list this on definitely on eBay and also Poshmark and Mercari. Okay, great. Oh yeah, I love this necklace. So this is a mesh necklace. It's not vintage, it's a modern piece, but it's a beautiful statement necklace for work or for a party. Let's take a closer look. Isn't that great? It's well constructed and it is signed on the hook clasp. So this is the hook clasp. It's difficult to see. It's Monet, M-O-N-E-T. They have great designs in all of their pieces. You'll notice that it's missing the weight off of the extension chain, and this is the section which allows you to wear it shorter or longer. So I would list this on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I would do this using a service called List Perfectly. It's a wonderful tool that allows me to cross-post on a variety of different platforms. If you'd like to try it for yourself, in the description below, there's a link that will give you 30% off your first month. All right, so let's get back looking at some more jewelry. Okay, this is very pretty. And it's signed, oh, yep, there's Monet. Let's see if I can get it better. Okay, that looks good. It's not vintage, but it's a very pretty piece. Okay, let's see. I got this because of the pendant. I thought it was really pretty with the heart shapes and then all the dangle charms. Let's take a closer look. I'm not seeing anything where it's signed, and I'm not sure if it's vintage or not, so I would not list it as vintage. It's very cute, though. Oh, these are great. Great statement or festival earrings. They're made from plastic. Oh dear, they have a little technical issue. Okay, these are going into the craft lot, unfortunately. Looks like they're falling apart right through here. All right, these are really, I like the design on them. Let me see if I can get it better for you in the light. Okay, yeah, I like the the way the metal looks with the heart shape, and then they're signed on the back. Okay, C. Stein. I'm not familiar with that brand. Okay. Okay, great. So this is multi-strand with wooden beads, 6 strands. Good condition. Definitely looks vintage, so let's take a closer look. So we have the barrel clasp with the tarnish on there, and then we have the wooden beads. This is a great piece. Would look great with almost anything. So we have a bit of a tangle, so I'm just going to keep going. It's the extension chain, which is all tangled up. So it's a really nice design. I like the heart, and then I like the chain. I was going to say it's an omega chain, but it's not. I'm not sure which type it is, but it has a really nice look to it. Let's just check the clasp. Pretty sure it's aluminum, but we'll do the magnet. So the magnet just tells me if it's made from steel. Now, if it's aluminum, aluminum is not magnetic, so that will not show up. So I will put that in my pile to double check and make sure that's not silver. Okay. A nice stretch bracelet. Not quite sure if that's a stone or not. I like the brass beads on that. Take a closer look. No, it looks like a resin. Just made from plastic, the blue section. I thought at first it might be turquoise, but it has it feels lighter to the touch, and you can see how it's chipping right here. That's another sign that it's a composite or a resin made of different parts put together. Okay, so this is signed in 2 places. It's here and here, so let's take a closer look. I'm going to check to see if it's magnetic. Okay, that is not magnetic, and neither is that. I mean, normally the clasp is magnetic. Okay, so the hang tag has a crown, and I don't recognize that brand. So let's take another look. Okay, so down here it's the same one. Oh, I see it. Letter C. Okay, so we'll take a look. Oh, there's something on the clasp. Let's take a closer look at that. There we go. I'm going to check that in my loop. It's like a crown with a capital J. I'm still not familiar with it. Still need to check that one out, and I'll check it for silver. Oh dear, this one looks like it's been modified. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's see. Wow, it's really has some problems. This section right here, these larger beads right here, that's mother of pearl shell with plastic beads. I'll show you closer up. You see the way the mother of pearl looks in the light, and that's the back. They'll dye this, and you'll see this mother of pearl done with lots of different colors. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. This might go into a craft lot. Okay. All right, so just off the bat, this looks vintage to me. We have the C clasp right here. And then it looks like there is some wearing of the gold tone plating because you can kind of see it in between the segments here. And this pattern of the beads is vintage as well. It's a very pretty piece. Okay. I like the way this one looked. It is made from seed beads, which are these smaller beads. And then you have the larger plastic beads, which I like the way they look. They look almost like they're made from glass. Definitely have that up on eBay. Okay. Oh, this is really pretty. I like the shape of the different beads. And then you have almost like a gunmetal gray color with these three-dimensional shaped beads. It's not vintage, it's a modern piece. We can tell by the lobster glass here, clasp. It is missing the weight on the end of the extension chain, but I really like the way the light hits it. There is some wearing on these oval shaped beads. Okay, cool. Got a brooch here. Okay, I love the image on here. It's a piece of paper that's been coated with resin. It looks like it's vintage just with the style of the clasp on the back of here. Handcrafted. Okay. Fun. So one of the first things I look at is I always look at the clasp. Sometimes there might be a little bit of writing right here on this section. It might tell you where it was made, even a patent date. There might be information on this section too, so you always want to look here. I always recommend having a loop. If you're not sure what loop to get, you can always look in the description below. I have lots of information about the products that I use. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this. So we have definitely a vintage piece. Probably just looking at the design, it's probably 1970s, 1980s. It's moving into Art Deco design with these metal, with the silver metal and the larger segments here of the beads. Now, when you buy white beads or beaded necklaces, really take a close look at them because they can have a lot of discoloration and yellowing to them. So I'm very cautious when I buy them. I especially look in between here, in between the beads. But these look really good. I mean, they have a little bit of discoloration here, which not too bad. Okay, great. Oh yeah, I thought this was really cool looking. Well, obviously because I bought it. Okay, so let's take a look. Got some extra stragglers here. Oh no! Well, it has some love now. I don't know when it happened, but it has a chip right here in the enameling. Let's see if I can show you in the light. There you go. You can see it right there. But it's beautiful enameling with a coating of resin on top. And it's a scarf clip. So you'll see them. They're like domed like that. And you put your scarf in here and tie a knot on the other side. And let's see, this is how you open them. Okay, So that's what they look like. Okay. Isn't that great? Okay, so it's looking at the design's very modern. I'm thinking 1970s, 1960s. I'm looking at the colors too. Okay, great. All right, stretch bracelet with a crucifix. And let's see, are these beads? Okay, these are plastic beads. So one clue to look for is if it has a seam on it. Oops, I didn't show that to you. Okay. One clue to look for is if it has a seam on it, that's a plastic bead. Glass will be solid, it won't have a seam on it. Well, that's not always true, but generally. Okay, great. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, inlay bracelet. Okay, it looks like mother of pearl. Let's see if we can get that reflection on the shell. It's difficult for the camera to pick up. Let me try it one more time. You're getting a little bit of it right through here. I'm looking at the lines inside the pearl. Now this is dyed mother of pearl. So we know mother of pearl is this off-white color, and then they dyed it purple. Okay, nice bracelet. Okay. Fun piece. I like the Aurora Borealis amber colored beads. So Aurora Borealis is a type of bead very popular in the 1950s, and it looks like Aurora Borealis that we see in the night sky, depending on where we live. And it may not show on my camera, but look it up. You see a little bit of the pink coming through on the reflection. You'll see it a lot in 1950s and 1960s jewelry, so it's a great thing to start learning about. And I like this piece. I like the combination of the braiding of the two different types of chain, and then the faceted beads. It is a modern piece, even though it's using the Aurora Borealis style beads. All right, cool. Let's take a look. So we have a pendant with a ball chain. Oh, no, it's not a ball chain. It's so that is not a ball chain, so just so you know. And let's see. Oh, Bishop Ford 1971 is on the pendant. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So it does look like the pendant and the chain may have been added together at a different point in time, but I'll take a look and do a little research. Okay, just a strand of beads, different colors, nice and long. Oh, it's two of them. Okay, same length. Different colors. They're plastic. Great. So it's a set. Let's take a look at the whole thing first. Very modern, gunmetal gray, imitation stone here in the middle. Let's see if it's signed. Okay, so the chain on here is an omega chain. So that's a good keyword. And then this is what the back looks like. And then this is what the front looks like. All right, cool. So let's take a look at the earrings. So maybe the earrings are signed. Okay, no, the earrings are not signed. Take a closer look at that. Sometimes they'll be signed right here. And then we have the front of the earrings. All right, great. Nice set. Okay, so I just thought this is a very whimsical design. I picked it up because it's a plastic teddy bear holding a fish. I just thought it was so much fun. And I knew somebody would enjoy it. And then I also looked on the back here. Made in Taiwan. So things made in Taiwan are 1980s, 1990s approximately. So definitely vintage. And we'll take a closer look at the front. And it's articulating. Isn't that great? So we have some clip-on earrings. I do pick up clip-on earrings. Sometimes it's a good designer, or like in this case, these are a really nice enamel pair in good condition. And they look like they're from the 80s, judging from the back. It's not an 80s style because a lot of things from the 80s are really bold, but pretty piece. Just yet. I really like the design on this ring. It is a red stone. If you know what it is, I would love to know because I don't know what it is. It's an adjustable ring. I do sell adjustable rings, especially if they're vintage. It's taped, so I don't know why it's taped, so I'll take that out and clean that up. And then we have Batman, Batman. I thought it was so cute. I just love it. It's ceramics. Somebody created it. You can see that it's glued on the back here. It's not traditional Batman colors because I think that's yellow and black. I'm thinking of the spoof from the 60s. Okay, so this looks like a vintage piece. It's a safety fit pin style clasp. So let's take a look at that. So you have, it opens here. You close back. And then this is the charm hanging off of it. So you would just have this clipped onto your shirt and then this hanging off of it. So let's do a little test. Okay, it's definitely magnetic. Okay. All right, and that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.